Nearly half of this company's revenue now comes from artificial intelligence chips it didn't even sell 2 years ago. It controls roughly 70% of the market for designing them. And it's not Nvidia. I intend to put $100 of real money behind it. For most of its history, Broadcom was a component market. It sold networking chips, wireless parts, storage controllers off the shelf to whoever wanted them. That is not what's driving the stock anymore. The shift is this. Broadcom now co-designs custom AI chips directly with the companies that need them. Google's TPUs, OpenAI's inference chip, custom silicon for Meta and Anthropic, these are not off-the-shelf sales. They are years-long design partnerships built around one customer's exact workload. And it's not just the chip. Broadcom also builds the networking fabric, the switches and connections that link thousands of these chips together into a working AI cluster. As this cluster scales, that connective layer becomes just as important as the chip itself. That's the shift from past to future, from component vendor to essential infrastructure partner for the AI build-out. Here is why this is hard to compete with. First, once a hyperscaler commits its chip roadmap to Broadcom, switching is expensive. You're not swapping a vendor, you're redesigning years of AI infrastructure. Second, scale. Broadcom's AI chip bookings already exceed $30 billion against under $11 billion actually shipped so far. That gap is visibility into 2028. Broadcom holds an estimated 70% share of the custom AI chip design market. Marvell is the only other real player, at roughly 20 to 25%. This is close to a two-company market, and Broadcom is comfortably the larger of the two. Let's look at the numbers behind that story. Second quarter revenue, $22.2 billion, up 48% year over year. AI chip revenue alone, $10.8 billion, up 143%. Management is guiding AI chip revenue to $16 billion next quarter, $56 billion for the full year, and a target in excess of $100 billion by fiscal 2027. Analyst price targets have moved with that story. 10 weeks ago, the average target was around $329. Today, it's over $500. That's not one analyst changing their mind. That's the entire consensus repricing in real time as the numbers came in. Now the other side, because every pick in this channel gets the same honest look. Nearly half of Broadcom's revenue is now tied to AI chips for a handful of customers. Non-AI chip revenue barely grew at all last quarter, 6%. If any of those 4 customers slows down, there is no cushion. Gross margin is actually compressing, not because the business is weakening, but because AI chip hardware carries lower margins than Broadcom's software business, and hardware is now growing faster. Inventory is building up. The company is pre-buying supply ahead of demand. It hasn't shipped yet. That's a bet that demand shows up on schedule, and there's real debt on the balance sheet. $65 billion. The ratios are healthy today, but it's a large number, and it limits flexibility if conditions change. One more for the long term. Broadcom CEO is 74 years old, 20 years into the role, with no named successor. Not a today problem, but a real one eventually. That CEO is Hock Tan, 20 years running Broadcom, longer than most CEOs in this industry stay at any single company. His background is operational, not just financial. He ran chip companies before this one, going back to the 1990s. The relationships with Google, Meta, OpenAI, and Anthropic didn't happen by accident. They reflect 2 decades of the same person building trusts with the industry's biggest buyers. His compensation is almost entirely tied to performance, stock and bonus, not salary. Whether that's a strength or a concern is worth thinking about for yourself. I'll let you decide. Here is how Broadcom performed against my 2-lens system. Lens 1, TipRanks. Smart score a perfect 10. Analyst consensus, strong buy. Lens 2, Simply Wall Street. Future growth, 6 out of 6. Financial health, 4 out of 6. Both lenses clear, no veto. So here is where things stand as I record this. Today, Broadcom is trading at $360.45. Smart score 10, strong buy. Roughly 40% upside to the average analyst target. Okay, before I buy AVGO, I'm checking TipRanks. Let's check top analysts' ratings. Yes, it is still strong buy. And so the target price is 516.91, which is the average target price. And current price is 364. Today, it went down quite a bit by 2.45%. Well, in a way, that's good, so we can buy cheaper. Well, the important thing that it is still strong buy, and the upside is still above 20%. In this case, it's 41%, so we should go for it. But one more check. We check how it is in Simply Wall Street. The future growth is still 6 out of 6. Well, it shouldn't change. The financial health is 4 out of 6. So we should be fine. So we go to the broker, and that is Broadcom, right, which is AVGO. Current price is $364, and I'm buying with market order, and I'm buying with quantity in US dollars, $100 worth. So that should be right. And that's it. So I bought it at $364.90. Quick portfolio update. Pick 1 was Nvidia. Smart score currently sitting at 9, still above my floor of 8. Pick 2 was Zeta Global, bought at 1961, roughly 65% upside at the time. And now pick 3, Broadcom. That's 3 positions, $300 deployed, 7 picks and $700 still to go. If you want a simpler path, you don't need to do any of this. Just buy an S&P 500 or the Nasdaq 100 ETF. Do it monthly and let it run. Stock picking is more like a sport. There's excitement in it, there's luck in it too. So only use a small portion of your money, small enough that you don't lose sleep if it goes against you. Whether this pick gains or loses, it's a learning point for everyone following along, including me. Quick reminder, everything here is for education and entertainment, not financial advice. This is my own real money experiment. I'm not a licensed advisor, so don't buy or sell anything just because I did. Do your own research or talk to a licensed professional before making any investment decisions. If this helped you think through a stock differently, hit like and subscribe for the next pick. Have a good day.